Can I have your big round applause, please? Applause, 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 applause. Oh, thank you so much to all the players. Still with me, Brenda Kwan, and we just see the second match, the previous match, I mean. And the winner is Libya. And I believe you cannot wait to see who will be the winner or who get the chicken in the third match. So without any further ado, I would like to pass this session to our casters. There has a Donna Vizca and also Eldoge. So are you ready, casters? So ready. So to the casters, please take it away. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 14th WorldEsports Championship live in Bali 2022. And we're gonna approaching the third game of the day between Group A versus Group B. And with me, Donna Vizca is your shoutcaster, and with my amazing partner here, Eldoge.
Yup. For the last game, Group A versus a Group B. So, Sanhok, oh my God.
My God.
First day, Saudi Arabia just went too strong.
Yep.
The highest elimination so far for about 17 elimination. Will they be using the same strategy? Will they get another high elimination? Or like I discussed with Chuchu, because the other team already know how to handle the circle, there will be a different gameplay, different huge elimination coming for the team. So let's see later, because today for you guys only two teams already with triple digit elimination, which are Saudi Arabia and Brunei just passed only by 1 point. So 101 points, and Pakistan from the position of 12, they going to the top 3 with amazing strong performance 2 games.
Yeah, only with 2 games.
Yes.
You know what, Eldoge? It reminds me of the Empire and PNG
Last
last night.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
crazy because like the on the first day we're gonna talk about PMGC quite a bit, ladies and gentlemen, because like we just saw the result and just watched the show as well. So yeah, on the first day, Vampire, I believe they were at 14th.
Yeah, top 3 below, yeah.
Yeah, bottom 3.
Bottom 3.
Bottom 3, yeah, bottom 3, and
Let's
then
say
suddenly
top 3 below lah.
top 3. Okay, top 3, but
Below.
reverse.
Yeah.
That's right. Reverse, yeah, reverse top 3, and then suddenly they went up and then secured the top 5 position.
Not only that, almost got the back-to-back winner chicken dinner
Yep.
when it comes to the second Sunhawk, because they can control the zone well. So that way, all the event, all the matches when it comes to the IESF are really concerned with the controlling of the zone. Because when it comes to the gunshot, when it comes to the aim power, it's just a very near gap coming from all the players. But when it comes to the mindset, when it comes to the short decision making, that way, that thing that make your team will play amazingly, play well, and play can up until the winner chicken dinner.
Yeah, that are some differences. Yeah, that makes each team different than each other.
Yeah,
yes, the mindset
to
and
get the higher points.
To get the higher point as well. So yeah, and we're gonna see this Sunhawk as our third game of today, which the last Sunhawk, of course, won by Saudi Arabia, because the first day is really dominated totally by Saudi Arabia and Brunei as well. And looking at the first 2 days, two games today, the first 2 games today, which like we got different not elimination, winner chicken dinner, which is won by Sri Lanka and also Libya. It opens up my expectation that today or the second day is gonna be very or totally different.
I really like what Chuchu already mentioned. Second day is like a judgment day. They need to play really well today, because the chance, the possibility is not that many. It's not that much again. Especially when it comes to the third day, they need a huge mentality to play well. So that way today I really expect a lot, like you already mentioned earlier, especially when it comes to the team, they already upscale their gameplay. So that way I hope AB Saudi is not the strongest anymore, and I hope B versus C there will be amazing as well.
Escalated their gameplay.
Yeah.
Escalating their gameplay, especially today. Yes, I totally agree with that kind of.
You need to.
Yeah. I'm not junior.
No.
No, I'm not junior, so I agree with everything
yeah.
that my partner say. So yeah, because like today or the second day of any tournament is very very important. So as our third game that has been ready now. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sanhok as the final games between the Group A versus a B, and we're gonna see is Group A is still gonna be dominating this game, or we're gonna see another countries from Group B escalating their game.
I really like when a tournament the players can show their skins, can show their items. So that way one of the player of Libya is just flexing.
Yeah.
He has the parachute changed to a rocket coming
Yeah.
from the collaboration of PUBG Mobile and League of Legends. And I really like the skin coming from his full body is the Pharaoh one.
Pharaoh.
Yeah, so that way it's really amazing. So this is Libya still not reducing their temper, reducing their aggressivity. Only with UMP try to shut down one of the player from Chinese Taipei. I think when it comes to a nemesis, Saudi with Brunei, Libya with Chinese Taipei.
I believe so. I believe so.
Yeah.
Especially Libya after that one. I believe they still got their spirit now to really
Oof.
bring it now. But I can see that in the elimination feed, we can see some of the name from Brunei team has been shut down. But we can see, I believe this is not Guatemala, but we will see
Azerbaijan?
Azerbaijan, yeah.
Yeah.
This is Azerbaijan. But ladies and gentlemen, we have an announcement for you because we have some of technical issue or some difficulties that have been happening around the players. We're gonna have a remake.
You want to see the fake smile?
Wait. Hi, welcome back to the
back.
caster desk with us. But thankfully, though, the game is still like in the first minutes though.
In the first minutes. So
Nothing
yeah.
happens. Nothing,
Again,
nothing major happens.
we want to see the highest gameplay, the most prime gameplay coming from all the players. So that way, if there is some technical difficulties and it is less than 5 minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
Based on depend on the
It
rule book.
depends, yeah. But again, there are referee here. They working really hard and they just want to make the gameplay on their prime, like I already mentioned before. So I hope, ladies and gentlemen, on home or in your house or wherever you watch the live stream, you need to be passionate, because if you're not, how about us?
Like we do now here. We're gonna be patient because we are gonna see the match. This is gonna be like the last match between Group A and B, right? So they don't want to really throw this game away for a loss, and like if they cannot play really well, yeah, it's gonna be like a disadvantage for
Yeah,
them.
it's a big loss for them.
It's a big loss for them. But
Result.
before we continue
Okay.
our match for today, ladies and gentlemen, our third game, we're gonna give a shout out to our sponsors, our amazing sponsors, because without our partner and also sponsors, there will not be us here, and there will not be this amazing event, this like mega event here in Bali. So thank you so much for our main sponsor, which is JHL Group, and this event is also sponsored by JHL Auto, Nusa Pay, DAS, Gudang Crypto, Taiwan Excellence, Pertamina, and also Hydro Coco, which we have also official telco partner, Telkomsel, official smartphone partner, Samsung Galaxy A series, which is the one that in front of us. This is like amazing A33 5G, and then what you got? Another device, I believe,
Don't make
with
it hard lah.
another device with an amazing color.
Yeah, still with
I
the A
really-
series.
Yeah, A series, of
Either
course.
833, 53, or 73, all goods, because 5G and all the specs already mentioned by Chuchu, but also internet service provider partner IndiHome, then travel management partner Hin, hotel partner Episode Hotel, and our venue Merusaka Hotel, Esports broadcaster partner Mineski Global. Hello, Mineski, we work a lot together.
Yeah.
IAVL, and also ESET.
Yeah, production partner also Lemon ID, and we also have our amazing media partner Trans TV, Detik.com, Esports.id, Video.com, Dunia Games, Dance TV, Dance Play, Merah Putih, Bola Score, and also Kami Bijak. And as well, our government is also supporting our event now. So thank you so much for Kemenpora, Kemenparekraf, Koni, and OC Indonesia, and also Wonderful Indonesia.
Always when we mention wonderful Indonesia, like I already told you guys at the first day, I've been not in Bali for about 20 years.
20 years.
The last time I've been here is when I'm at the kindergarten, which I can't recall all the memories, only by the photos. But when I arrived at Bali, holy guacamole.
Wow, what?
It's so amazing.
Amazing.
The beach,
How do you feel?
the people, the food,
Yeah,
it's all
definitely.
good. So that way, people, you really need to come here and also watch the IESF because we are going again to the third game, Sanhok. Enjoy.
Welcome back to Sanhok. As we see, the players here gonna drop in on to their drop spot with a majorly different kind of flight path.
Wow.
So the previous flight path really favored the players of the countries with a northern side of the drop spot. But now, it's gonna be favors a lot to the players on the Alpha Island and also Charlie Island. So I can see some of a difference in terms of like the move here.
Okay, when it comes to a favor, I guess, yeah, another flight path, another bad situation for all the players. Even though we discuss a lot, mention a lot when it comes to Sanhok, you can go anywhere else with any kind of flight path itself. But again, when you can go towards your city, towards your compound faster than others, you can do the loot faster.
Yep.
You can be more prepared, well prepared to face your enemy. But coming for Kao, it doesn't stop by the previous Sanhok. It's still a bad meeting coming from Brunei and also Azerbaijan, I believe.
Yeah, because like the previous match or the before the remake happened, we can see like the early engagement of war happening, and now we can see the second term of the war itself between Brunei and also Azerbaijan itself. But Brunei, on the Brunei side, I can see we can see Chewy is still low on the loot, even have no helmet at all, but he got the gut to face the Azerbaijan.
I think this is not a good situation for Azerbaijan. Even on points right now, they are still at the number 17, which is not at the qualified area to the grand final. And to face someone at the beginning, especially Brunei, which in top 2, this is not a good situation for them. So Azerbaijan, if you can hear me, no, not like that.
No.
Azerbaijan, I think you need to go, you can go to the southern part of Kao. You can go to the warehouse there, loot more, and I think do or play more objectively like what Pakistan did. I'm still amazed by how Pakistan turned the table coming from the below position going to the top 3 right now.
Yeah, that is amazing. But opening fire coming from Brunei. Trading damage happening around here, but no one has been shut down yet between Azerbaijan and Brunei. But Azerbaijan, with that position, with that kind of condition, they are pressing on to the Brunei's players. And now one man down, Newbie need help, but he doesn't really have much time to be helped. And I believe Newbie is going to be left there hanging dry.
I really need a big confidence like Azerbaijan has right now in my life, because even though they're already at the below position, but they still committing this war. But right now the threat already happened. One of the players from Azerbaijan already being taken down, and UB still can be revived. Shako is doing it right now. Azerbaijan also have the same time, but Baku M249 with extended clip is so strong, especially in a close combat without any scope. He got three players of the top 2, which is Brunei Darussalam right now, Donna.
Yep, and just like that, we are only gonna see the last man standing from Brunei Darussalam up there, and he's gonna be hunting down. He's gonna be search with the players from Azerbaijan. PSL, what he can do without helmet and also with first level of vest. He managed to get one man down from Azerbaijan, and he really need to be extra careful if he really want to get one man down more from Azerbaijan. But PSL is still there, up there, hanging dry.
This is a very hard situation coming from Brunei. I think Piasau already knew he need to revive his teammate, but can he do it? He's not having a lot of time, especially they are fighting outside of circle, outside of the play zone, even though they are still safe zone right here at Cow. But 300 meters, even though it's kind of low in numbers in term of length when it comes to a big map like Evangel and Miramar, but when it comes to Sanhok, 300 meters is not what? It's not
far?
no. We can say it's quite far actually because it's packed. This map is packed. But I guess this is a surprise coming from Brunei, coming to the Azerbaijan, but they failed. They still two, but they failed to get one. So this is not a good situation again to Team Brunei Darussalam. The fight is still commencing, and Chewy got the opportunity, and he got one from Azerbaijan. Right now, 2 versus 3 situation.
Yep. And somehow now Brunei managed to really secure their time here to hang in there. And I believe like Azerbaijan now really been pressured by Brunei itself. And then they left the cow, I believe. Yeah, they left the cow, and this is gotta be like some wise decision for them because it's not healthy anymore. But on the other side, we're gonna see another early engagement happening between Pakistan and also Sri Lanka. The strongest team for the first 2 games today has been meeting now, and now only happening trade knock between them.
I think there is a similarity when it comes to the mindset gameplay coming from Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Today, they intend to play at the central part of the map. It shows by the movement coming from them going to the other or the near area of boot camp itself. So that way they are meeting each other around. But again, the third party master, Saudi Arabia, hear the gunshot, come to the place, try to interrupt, or even they can win the biggest situation like we already saw at the first game.
Yeah, several times. Saudi Arabia really messing out with the players or the countries that has been war right now. And especially with Sri Lanka, I believe only left with 2 players. But Saudi Arabia, though, still gonna be facing Pakistan. Close combat situation won by Prestige, only with a little bit HP left. That has Prestige. He really needs to be extra careful now. And he's going to be facing Pharaoh once again.
Yep, the throwing nade will come from Pakistan towards Saudi, but the trade of net is happening. 2 of the player from Saudi already at low HP. He heard the movement. Pharaoh do the hip fire. 1 with the UMP, but the DBS coming from Prestige still one of the strongest. Daku will try to hold the situation. Prestige is very low HP. The comeback coming from Pakistan still can happen. And Pain really giving the pain again to the Saudi Arabia, not only from the previous 2 matches, but Pain still in a very prime situation. Even Pakistan can reset the situation.
Saudi Arabia, they went away, and that is what they really need to do because they only left with 1 man last. And just like that, I really like how Pakistan really do that, and they forced Saudi Arabia to leave, even though we knew already that Saudi Arabia really did a good job in terms of being the third party. But Sri Lanka, though, giving up the pressure onto the outer area, but they really need to be careful also because the damage or the firing coming from anywhere else.
This is what I already mentioned at the previous game. I think for the second day, most of the team, especially Pakistan and the other team following up to Pakistan, they already knew, or they kind of already knew how to handle the situation and the circle, and also the behavior coming from the other team. So that way, if you are still playing aggressively, or according to the situation, you do not have a basic strategy like what Saudi did for these past 3 games, you are the team that will be easily wiped out. And I think I have one curious question. Why D7 from Saudi?
Not
Always
late.
using the strategy
Oh.
like that. So far from the other teammate. The other teammates already commit for the fight, but D7 still behind. But again, classic Sunhawk. Surprise, surprise. Happy birthday coming from Azerbaijan towards the player from Bahrain.
Ghost Prime really being a ghost there.
Yeah.
Giving a surprise attack to the enemy
It's like a
around
name
them.
buff, right?
Name, yeah. Name buff, Ghost Prime, and also pain. Giving a pain towards like all the enemy, but Bahrain didn't stop though. Look at Hassan's movement. He is approaching the compound that has been occupied by players from Azerbaijan, especially with only 2 players available from Azerbaijan. Can they do it? Can they secure their compound now?
Yeah, that's a big question. 2 players to defend is not that easy, and 2 players to engage is also on the same boat. But the nade already happened, and that's a big nade. No, still not connected. But classic Vietnam.
Yeah.
They play from the outside. They play from the blue zone, and it's quite hard for them to control the situation when it comes to A versus B. Because fun fact, Vietnam actually got 1 chicken dinner when it comes to B versus C group. So
Yep.
I think they need to resolve the lack of their gameplay when it comes to Group A, because Group A is kind of more aggressive.
Yep.
Group A is kind of more tactical at the same way. So that way Vietnam really need to escalate their gameplay. I'm really curious. They're on the same team for a long time, which is Eagle.
Yep.
But the chemistry
Still,
kind of
it's not there.
imbalance or not there, like you already mentioned.
Yeah, it's not there. I feel like I feel it too. Maybe it's the current problem that has been happening around the pro team that has been together for such a long time, I believe, because it's not only happening in Eagle Esports though. I can see that in many teams that has been together for such a quite long time now. That's why this second half of the year, we can see the rise of the other teams in
Yep.
terms of like the other official tournaments as well. Maybe that's why Eldogi.
I think that's a good discussion, because let's back again to the PMGC, because the fight is not happening
Yet.
yet, yeah. So team like Bigatron Red Alliance, team like Face Clan, they are big names, right? They have a very long-term connection,
Long
history between, not only for the tournament but between the players. But they not survive well. They not playing really well. So that way, maybe it needs to be discussed when it comes to the chemistry. And good players are a lot, but
Yep.
when it comes to a team, can they be a good puzzle? But right now the fight is happening. The trade also happened between Bahrain and Azerbaijan. Hassan will be the last man standing from Bahrain, and I think this is a bad move when coming from Hassan. He doesn't know 1 player from Azerbaijan knocked down at the house, and he gave the information. Hassan already located by the player of Azerbaijan, but he got DBS because of the sorry, S12K. The fight is quite close combat, but what a shot! Hassan did a very Hassan job with the S12K, and he beat 2 players from Azerbaijan.
Oh my
Wow.
God. With that kind of information, loud and clear about or in terms of like Hassan's position, they didn't manage to win that war. Hassan's is, I don't know.
Donna,
is
you're,
it a
Donna, you're
what?
sorry to interrupt you. You remember, right? I am more kind of S12K
Yeah,
fans than
yeah.
DBS.
DBS, uh-huh.
That's the exact condition. When it comes to the DBS, you stop. You can't do fight
yeah.
again to your enemy. But when it comes to S12K, the tempo is more like you can control it. But
That's
I
why.
want to give a shout out. Azerbaijan actually did a very good job. The knockdown guy want to be the armor, the obstacle.
Yeah.
So the shotgun, the S12K, not hit all the bullets towards the player of his teammate.
Yeah.
But I think it's just 1 point. The
Yeah.
shot to the upper body of the enemy. But yeah, back again to another fight. Chinese Taipei versus Senegal again.
Yep, right now, and I believe Chinese Taipei got their got into The engagement between them and also Senegal, especially like look at how they moved without any obstacle, without any smoke up. They only rely on the regions. They really only rely on the terrain itself to cover themselves up towards the Senegal players. But Senegal, though, they seems like kind of bailing out the war. They don't really want to be committed into the war between them and also Chinese Taipei because they still don't really confident about that.
This is the main problem we already discussed from the previous day or the first day. Senegal intend to, what, kind of bailing out when it comes to fight, when they can't win at the beginning. Even though they still have 3 players, I know they want to go inside the circle. But back again, when it comes to a mobile phone game, it's about the muscle memory. When they intend to play safe, always safe,
Yeah.
they can't fight. So that's my, what?
Because you need to fight eventually, right? To win the game. And especially to collect a lot of elimination points.
Yeah. To balance the gameplay, I can say.
Right.
So you can't be always defensive, but at the same time, you need to quite aggressive. Aggressive is not a term you always do the fight in the close combat, but to suppress the other enemy.
That's
with
right.
weapon. That's one of the keys. So yeah, Senegal just moving around, one player being taken down. That's one of the problem coming for them.
Yeah, after like they went out from Chinese Taipei, they eventually like meet other team as well. South Korea now being their opponent, and South Korea, especially with that one knock from Senegal, they have their spirit. They're confident to really securing the elimination point and also searching, looking for the rest of the players from Senegal now that has occupied the lower ground compound. So my question is, because of this kind of position, South Korea is already know the information about players from Senegal. Will they be locked out or locked down by South Korea?
I think, okay, they knew it's Senegal because it's already a confirmed elimination, right?
Yep.
But I guess one of the players from Senegal just do the scouting around that particular player. So I don't think they already knew the exact location of the other two because the other two is not using the scooter, but they are walking around. But yeah, we'll see later because South Korea intend to play quite safe also, coming from the previous Miramar. But right now, I just say play safe. But South Korea is still shooting around. Oh, because Libya is just crossing the path, and it is very easy. Vision coming from South Korea, and I really like how Will play from South Korea because he got the same skin for M4 like me.
Oh,
The techno core.
Oh.
We are not the glacier people. We are not the ordinary.
Oh.
We are using the techno.
You're anti-mainstream, anti-mainstream. All right, because
what is a glacier? What is a joker?
Glacier is mainstream.
Yeah, joker is mainstream. Techno
Glacier
core.
is expensive as well.
Techno core is expensive also lah.
But more expensive lah.
Yeah.
Glacier is more expensive. I'm sorry, El Doge. But South Korea though, even with that kind of knowledge or information that they got about players from Libya, they went away also for now.
I can mention about South Korea right now. Why they do not intend to push towards Libya? They do not intend to push towards what team before Senegal? Because I saw earlier one of the players already got 12 first aids.
Yeah, they still want to try that kind of healing technique or strategy as well because like actually we saw with 2 Sanhok being played by South Korea, 2 of them they still playing like they still got a plan B to play healing game or strategy.
It's still a good strategy depending to the circle right now because the circle is different with the PMRC or the PMGC, so they can still do the healing technique up until the zone number 5 or later on using the first aid. So that way I think that's a good idea coming from South Korea, especially they're still having 4 players, so maybe 3 can try their best to get more elimination while the other one saving the placement.
Yeah, the question though is South Korea's player is really quote unquote that good in terms of aggression towards the other players, like you mentioned earlier, because they are still lacking in that.
I totally agree. That's a very good question because the previous game, the first day, we are seeing, or we saw, the South Korean player is not like what Saudi did.
Yep.
Saudi can penetrate towards the house. They can bulldoze all the players, but it is not for the South Korea. But coming for Saudi, we just mentioned them. Look at those gunshots coming from Saudi. Just knocked down one of the players from Pakistan, which they already at the middle of the circle again.
They meet again.
Yeah, Pakistan is still doing the same strategy, but Saudi D7. I think this is why. This is the reason why D7 still left behind. He is a support, but when it comes to the previous fight, D7 can't do anything about it.
Yeah, can't do anything about it. But now, all he can do is trying so hard, because as the last man standing, I think it's time for Pakistan to be colliding into D7's compound now. But with that green net so on point, he managed to take one man down, knocked down. It stopped quite a bit, a timing or a play or a movement coming from Pakistan. But Pharaoh is gonna be like knocking the house in, and D7, he is ready to face the players from Pakistan.
This is rare to see to Pakistan do the aggression towards the other team, but again, low HP, left alone, it is not easy, and this is the second time we are witnessing Saudi Arabia not finishing at the top 5.
Is it the start of the downfall of Saudi Arabia and the start?
Ooh, I think it's early to say something like that, but one for sure, the other team stepping up.
Stepping up so fast and so far as well, for what I can say and for what I noticed. But I noticed, or I see, one of the men from Chinese type has been knocked down, and Huo Xuan is also got 23 kit now, and I believe he, as the last man standing, is gonna using the strategy, because what else to do?
Yeah, what else to do? The other teammates already being knocked down, 2 others even already sent to the lobby. But one thing for sure, I just got deja vu when it comes to Sanok. Vietnam, Xavier is one of the strongest team we can recall on the pro scene. And I think Vietnam get a very high chance right now to get the winner chicken dinner, because the positioning before I saw from the minimap, they already that good.
All right, so let's see what the future holds for them, especially for Vietnam and also Iraq, that has been collected 2 elimination points. From what I can notice here, is gonna facing Libya in front of them, because they already noticed, they already spotted. But Iraq, though, they spotted. He waiting. Kalaga has been waiting for the one man that he spotted, but Brunei, PSL is eliminated out of the game, and Brunei only left with one man standing. But as I said, that Brunei's last man standing also eliminated.
I think it is not only for the Saudi Arabia, it is the downfall of the monsters, right?
Brunei.
Yeah, Brunei and also Saudi Arabia not doing quite well today, because they just being eliminated quite fast than what we saw at the first day. But Bahan is not my favorite location when it comes to Sanhok, because it's just too open, especially for Pakistan. Iraq, Vietnam can do the gatekeep quite well actually for team Pakistan, but they still have the zone. But right now, shooting coming from Chua Chong towards the Iraqi players. The Iraqi players kind of confused where they want to go. But the South Korea, they already have the compound. They are picking around to the Vietnam team, but they are not doing anything. And suddenly, I just realized from four players, one of the players from Vietnam already been taken down, which is Winnie.
Yep. Only left with 2 men now, because one more is eliminated. Okay, Technocore. Okay, I can see why now. And we can see the battle between Bahrain, I believe now, yes. And also Vietnam against 2-1-2K. Spotted. The last man standing really clear. And managed to...
No. It's not from Vietnam. It's not from Vietnam.
Yeah, that's why they still have 0 elimination point.
Yes. And suddenly, Pakistan, the location that I already mentioned before, is the worst, because they're at the lower ground. They're at the open field. they can fight back the other players. And Vietnam, the team that I've ever the most to get the winner chicken dinner, suddenly breaks up. This is the problem of their chemistry. I don't know, man. They have the high ground, they have the players, but they fail to win this game. Even right now, Vietnam is only left with 1 player. Iraq, again, back on track with 6 eliminations so far.
I think it's kind of like a misery for Vietnam as one of the strongest team in Southeast Asia, be the strongest team in Southeast Asia. Now is really struggling in the 14th World Esports Championship. Is it? What I can see in this tournament is whether Eagle Esports is not really there yet, quote unquote, or the other region is actually that great, that good. That too bad we cannot really notice that because they don't have their PMPL.
I hope the second opinion will be the truth, because when it comes to something like that, so we can say that the publisher can have the PMPL to the region, but the rising of the stars, Iraq and also Pakistan, the team who can control the first and second game right now are colliding. Daku with the nade towards the Iraqi players, but a very slight gap can be shot by Reva. Reva now seeking for the other players. Pain already being spotted, and this is it. Iraq got the winner chicken dinner.
Oh my God, that was very, very beautiful. With that amount of players, no wonder they won the third game, the final games. And I really love how the result turns out for today, Eldoge, because we can see different flags actually won the winner chicken dinner. Sri Lanka, Libya, and also Iraq.
Yes, this is a total different, because at the first day, Group A versus B, it's all Brunei and Saudi.
Yep.
But right now, the 3 contenders, Sri Lanka, Libya, and Iraq, not only different flags, Donna.
But
what I see from the leaderboard, this will be interesting. Because fun fact, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Iraq at the same page on the top 7.
Oh my God.
So a different huge points will change all the leaderboard, so it will make more interesting. Even though again 11 is a big number to go towards the final, but to see the top are colliding is so satisfying, because they will fight the top 5 at the final, which are amazing teams. So yeah, I hope this will last until the third day.
Yeah, what is more interesting and also amazing is actually, Eldoge, finally we can see the winner chicken dinner is coming from Group B, which is Iraq.
Well done, Iraq.
Yeah, Group B.
You make Group B proud.
You make Group B proud, and that shows us how Group B is actually has that chance, has that really higher capability to secure the winner chicken dinner. But we can see here in the highlights, Sandhawk, I'm quite satisfied with the Sandhawk, because we can see the early engagement happening here and there.
I have a concern.
No, what?
Especially for Azerbaijan.
Why?
They are at the below, not top 3, not top 3 lah, at the bottom.
Top 3 bottom.
Bottom position.
Reverse top 3.
Yeah, I think they really need to not doing the early fight again, even though they won before at Cal. Yeah, but they need a point. So I think they need to adapt, and they need to play like Pakistan. They have a good aim power. They have a good confidence. Even I said I really need to have good confidence like Azerbaijan in my life, because they still fighting with Brunei, but objectively, logically. They need to point.
But talking about the winning though that you mentioned at Cow, it's not the winning win. You know what I mean? Not that big win.
Yeah, not a jackpot, we can say.
Yeah, not a jackpot though, because like, well, it's a what I can say. It's a mix of what I can say. If it's a mix of the strong gunfire that they did, and also the minimum loot that the enemy has.
That's actually a good perspective, Donna, because both of the teams are not well prepared.
Well prepared.
Yet, right? But do you want to hear Eldoge at analyst version?
Yes, please.
So the first thing for Azerbaijan, why they are not at the jackpot or the big win condition, they are still outside of circle. And when it comes to Sanhok, 4x4, it is not a huge map. And when you can't control a lot of portion of circle, especially from the mid to the late game, you will be screwed up. I mean, a lot of teams will circling you, and as how good you are, or as far your best, even your prime performance, you can't face more than 2 teams. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. So that way, I think for Azerbaijan, Iraq is really, really good. Then Pakistan, these 2 teams are stepping up. But for Azerbaijan, I think the notes are still the same. You really need to avoid the early engagement. You need to be more objective about your gameplay.
Yeah, and what interests me is now I can see South Korea taken 6 elimination point, 7 total placement point. It's been good for them this today because like on the previous day or the first day of this group stage, South Korea didn't really quite there yet. Actually, once again. But this is the overall statistic that is really underwhelming actually in terms of throw used, because like only 83 throw used, but I can see why. Actually, why it's so minimum throwable that has been used by the players though, because of what I can say is it's not that hard kind of terrain to really control by using a throwable utility, right?
But I think I can add 2 more opinion from me.
What are they?
So first of all, a lot of early engagement.
Yep.
So the reduce of the players where they happen from the beginning, that's one factor. The second one is somehow for you guys who doesn't know or who don't know, it is less more than Erangel and Miramar in terms of utility.
Yep.
That's
Definitely.
why I do not like to play in Sanhok, because they reduce the smoke, they reduce the nades, and the most important one, they reduce the tactical stock. And Pakistan suddenly even not only at the top 3 with a strong 3 games performance, they just ace Brunei and going to the top 2. Wow, what a play coming from Pakistan.
This is like real. I can see Vampire in PMG's last chance qualifier here.
Is
by
Vampire
Pakistan.
players actually Pakistani? No.
Is it true? No. But Saudi Arabia, even though they didn't really do well in this past 3 games, especially the latest game, which is Sanhok, but with that kind of gap in terms of total points that they collected from the first day, now with 177 and also 108 compared by Saudi Arabia and also Pakistan, I believe that Saudi Arabia still has such a long breath with them.
It's still a far gap.
Gap.
This is actually what Chuchi already mentioned before. Even though we have a lot of chance, we have a lot of possibilities, but to play well from the beginning, it's always be a good asset for you.
Good start.
Right? It's always a good start for you. So that way, like you mentioned, even though they are not playing well for about 3 games, but yesterday, or not yesterday, the
first day of PUBG Mobile,
they played really well. A total domination coming from Saudi. But showing this to you guys, we have a huge or high hopes that the gameplay will not only dominated by one team.
One group, one team, whatsoever, because we can. Well, don't make me start to sing, Eldoge. No, not here, because the one who loves to sing the most is our amazing host. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we jump into the second series of the day, which is gonna meet between Group A and also C. We're gonna have a very, very short break. So make sure if you want to witness who is gonna be proceeding to the grand final. Keep on watching today. But before that, we're gonna toast to our host. So Brenda, come on, take it away.
Take it away, Brenda.
Okay, give it up to Iraq, who win the third match and got the chicken for their dinner. So it was a very exciting match. Then I believe you want to see the next match. But before that, we would like to have a break first. So to all of you, please stay tuned with IESF 14 World Esports Championship Bali 2022, and we'll be right back.